Hello, ladies. I'm Barbara Brooks.
And I'm Guadalupe Hurt.
We're the co-founders of SecondActWomen. and we have breaking news.
We do. We're coming live from the SecondActWomen studios to say that.
And here at Barbara's house and in Broomfield, Colorado, normally at Rise co-working space, we're coming to you live with a little news of ourselves. You set goals and you achieve them. And while for some, this is a yay, for others, it's a yay. Well, for us, it's a yay.
Hell yeah.
I know. We're just so excited because we've been working hard to hit this goal. And so what did we hit today?
We hit
4,000 of you guys here. We are so excited to say that our community has risen, grown, just exploded to 4,000 women. And we want to say a special hello to Bobby Joe Howard,
who is our number 4,000, who got us over to the next digit. So we're thrilled.
We are so thrilled. So yeah, listen, ladies, it's Barbara and Guadalupe. We're the co-founders of SecondActWomen. And it was little more than 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago that we created this community. And within Facebook, we really just created it 1.5 years ago. And so to see us hit 4,000, our goal that we set back in January, has just been truly exciting. This community is filled with so many of you from around the world, literally around the globe, from the UK to Australia, China, Canada, Mexico, and right here in the United States. And while we're based in Denver, Colorado, we want to just still say thank you to all of you that have been with us from the beginning to right now, including Bobby Joe Howard, who joined us.
Yes. And, for those of you that are new to our community, or those of you that have been with us from the get-go, we celebrate each and every one of you, because somehow we have managed to attract some pretty freaking awesome women to this community. And our whole goal for being here is to serve you. So how do we get this done? Well, for starters, we have 3 key pillars that support our efforts to guide you in your second act. It's based on creating development programs to help you level up in life, in business, or career. Wherever you find yourself, you can count on us to create workshops, boot camps, conferences, programs to focus on relevant information and content that will help you move yourself forward. We also have online tools. For some of you that may not know, we've got an insider membership platform that's chock full of printables, downloadables, video library archives, conversations, its own private Facebook group, in addition to just a great community of opportunities for you to connect and grow with, a business directory. We're launching our marketplace again here in November. In essence, we're creating just a bunch of opportunities for you to grow your business, but to also connect, support, and help other fellow second actors thrive in their next act. And lastly, because life would not be life without a little fun and a little opportunity to connect. For those of you that have taken advantage of meeting up here on Facebook, kudos to you. But we also host a slew of meetups and socials and programs, both online and in real life. And thank goodness that, we're now moving into a space where we can even have more of those in person. But it's this idea that, ladies, you know what? We want to give you access to this vibrant community that's now, like Barb was saying, worldwide. Here in Denver, we started it, but we have no plans of stopping and just giving you more access to more amazing women so that you can connect, thrive, employ, shop, support, whatever you want to do, make new friends. We got you covered.
We're just so excited. What's really thrilling, pardon me, is when you start something new as women over 40 and 50, I was 51, she was 46 at the time. Did I do the math right?
45.
Yeah, I didn't do the math right. Building a company from scratch, focused on a community that is often left behind. While it can be tough at times, it's been a true blessing. And the women that we have come into contact with have lifted us up. And we understand that While you're going through tough things at times and the beautiful things of life, so are we. But the beautiful, outstanding part of who this community is within our Facebook group page is that we're all here to support one another. We want to say thank you to, as Lupe was saying earlier, our insider members. Continue to give us some shout outs. Say hello to everyone within this group. To hit 4,000 has been so wonderful. And the topics that are coming up that you are sharing, let's talk about it. We were talking about menopause. We've talked about not being able to find a job. Do you go back to college and get a degree, or get a degree for the first time? Whatever it may be, we are here for one another. We are not stepping on top of one another to get to the top. Instead, we are arm in arm with one another, walking alongside, right? Like I'm about to preach.
Well, girl, and that's why we stand in awe that we are where we are, because honestly, it is really a testament to you all believing in what we're doing and getting behind us. And like she said, recommending us to friends, colleagues, family members. The idea that we have hit this number with pretty much zero marketing efforts or advertising dollars. Yeah, and to say that we're now here and we're not just your ordinary group. Like, these women show up in droves to support each other when we're down, lift each other when we're up, and make room to have real conversations about real things that we're all going through, both in business, career, and life, is just a testament to how awesome each and every one of you are. And we couldn't have asked for a better group of women to be on this ride with us.
Absolutely. So what you find within this community, for those of you that are curious, when you first enter our beautiful, badass, kick-ass community, sorry, Mom, that I'm saying those words, it's kind of like going to pre-COVID. It's kind of like going to a brunch with your girlfriends, a networking event with all your fellow co-workers, having dinner with your husband or wife, sitting on the couch, hanging out with friends, or outside on the patio and talking about life.
And seeing a therapist. And seeing a therapist too.
And seeing a therapist who gets you. Exactly. That's what this community is about. So that's why when you're in here, the topics are they mirror our lives. They mirror our lives. And so, yes, you can find things from business to growing your own business to careering and life. We're here for you. And we'd love to see if do you have any questions for us about who we are? Not we as in Lupe and I, but the community, or how you can get engaged more. We would love to hear from you. We'll be here for another few minutes before Lupe has to go get her son. This is my girl.
And what I love to hear that we've even created is, like, I love that we've even provided room for, like, your Motivation Monday to offer, to start the day off, or the week off, shall I say, with just something to think about and noodle on as you kind of go through your week. And then we bookend it on the end with the good news, which we're like, okay, ladies, we know y'all have been out there crushing it, so let's celebrate you.
Exactly.
That's what we're about. That's what we're about, saying, hey, let's take a look back at, a 360-degree look at your life, at what you're doing. And don't forget just how awesome you are. And what I love is that women at every stage, with every post, they are so inquisitive and connecting and are just looking to bring value to this community. And I love that about each one of you. Like, we couldn't do what we do without that. I mean, that's such it fills our soul.
It does. It, as we like to say, it fills our hearts with joy. And I love that we have so many various kinds of coaches who are out there, been there, done that, so that when people are posting questions about what should they do with life, what do they want to do when they grow up, we've got career coaches like the Gen X, the Just Gen X women, who Mimi and Jackie, who are able to answer questions. We've got Nancy McKay, others that are out there, Laura Cheadle, who are out there able to help you and lend support without selling. Because we all know when we're being sold to, and we're not there. That is not this community, unless we ask and we say, can you post something?
Yeah.
So we do want you to get ready for Mother's Day, by the way. Lupe, I had an idea because, I have squirrel moments. Let's have our ladies get their photos of them and their mothers together, and we're going to start a string starting tomorrow or Saturday. We'll figure it out. When you see that, we want you to post a picture of your mom. And as I heard on Good Morning America this morning, she was your first influencer.
Absolutely.
So how has she influenced you to be the woman you are today?
Oh, that's
right. We're going to post that. We'll post all the pictures of our moms. And, we're here. And I love this question, by the way, from Nancy McKay. We just got off the phone with her. And what a beautiful question to ask us.
How can we best support you too? Well,
she's doing that this Saturday with the equine with her beta girls.
So I think that is a question that I think from a business perspective and from a company organization, what I would love for you all to help us do is to help us continue to grow this community. So recommend us to your friends, to your colleagues, offer, make connections with business colleagues who might be looking for speakers or companies to align with to partner and sponsorships. From an additional standpoint, it'd be, check out our Insiders Membership Club. That's one way where we continue to add even more value, but your dollars go a long way to continue to fund and support this initiative to help us continue to create and provide even more content for this community. And then I would say, lastly, engage on every front possible. Subscribe to our newsletter, follow us on Instagram, help us grow our other platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube. Show your support by signing up and supporting us on these various platforms so that we can continue to grow and attract even more fabulous souls from around the world.
Absolutely. And if you're just joining us, here's our news sticker. We hit 4,000. It's the little wins that are so big to us. And to hit 4,000 of you, we want to say thank you. And if you have any questions for us, we will be jumping off here at 2:30. And we just want to know if you have questions about the content, any events that are coming out. I love our members. They are blowing us up. Low-key stalking y'all. I love it.
I love it. She's so hilarious.
And here's Nancy again. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome, girl. We appreciate you.
Nancy, what do you enjoy most so far about being a part of the paid membership?
Be curious to hear.
Post that. I forgot she's not actually in the green room with her.
You're like, what? I don't hear her.
Right.
No, what I think, what's really cool as we go into and we continue to grow is that, with growth, there definitely comes some challenges, and there comes this idea of like, we were talking about how will we be able to continue to stay the course and create the impact that we initially had when we had just a small group. And what I'd love to see is that, looking back when we were at the, 500, 1,500, 2,000, and now 4,000, I don't think we're losing that. I feel like every time that I go onto our group, there is someone posting something beautiful. There is a lesson learned about a life experience. There are people talking about everything, every topic imaginable that maybe you might not feel comfortable talking about with your circle of friends or within your, current community, and to then trust us with that conversation. I think it's just one of those where I think the more the merrier now, it seems like.
I agree. It's rare that I'm speechless, but I'm just sitting here thinking how fun it is to be on air with you again, by the way. So I had yet another squirrel moment that it's been a while since we've had time to talk with our audience together as one. And so we have lots of events planned for you, as she said earlier. And we're here taking questions, by the way, as the co-founders of this Facebook community within Second Act Women, although we are broadcasting out to our YouTube channel and my personal page within Facebook. But We have Nancy McKay, her event that I'll have you speak to. And we also have the event next Thursday in the evening for you East Coasters or Globetrotters, so to speak.
Yeah, no, Thursdays is definitely, we've got it going on Thursday. And it all starts off at 10 a.m. with 5 tips on how to turn grief into strength. So at 40, 50 plus, we've all had our fair share of grief. And we're talking not just death in the family, but we're talking the fact that maybe you lost a job. Maybe you are divorced, or you're kind of exiting a relationship, or maybe you're in financial distress, whatever it might be. There is grief in everyday life. That's just part of life. But how can you turn that to actually turn the tables around on that, to actually create a source of inspiration, a way of living more intentionally? And so we're excited to be welcoming Melissa Duer with whole person conversations for this conversation from 10 to 11. It is a free workshop that's open to everybody. You can learn more about it at Second Act Women events and sign up for it. It will not be recorded, which we typically record our recordings because of the sensitivity of the conversation. So if you want in on this, you have to attend at 10 a.m. on next Thursday. Then in that same day, because we believe in just jam-packing days, at 5:30, we are welcoming the fabulous Nancy McKay with Amazing Outlook Coaching to talk about how to find purpose in pain. So again, along the same lines of building on what we're learning in the 10 a.m. session, this one is all about how do we get mental clarity to kind of work through those things that maybe have become obstacles, that hold us back, that scare us into becoming the person that we know we are capable of. So she'll be walking through and sharing some insights about and some models that you can practice in your everyday to show up as the best version of yourself.
And on top of that, y'all, we've got a fall lined up for you. We are so, let's see. So we have Employ 4050. We are going to do a career camp focused on you women from around the globe who are looking for your job. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to get past those ATSs. You need a refresh on how to interview, all of that. We are in the planning phases right now for career camp, Employ 4050. Then following that, and that's August 20th, following that in September, we're bringing back Biz LifeCon. And we hope that by then the restrictions have lifted even more and many more of you come out to Denver, Colorado to be a part of Biz LifeCon 5. I can't believe it. We are hosting, and we have got an ask out to some really amazing women who we hope we'll put it out there in the atmosphere, will become speakers. We also we'll be talking about age positivity, ageism in the workplace, all of that. Biz LifeCon 5 is geared for the entrepreneurial woman over 40 and 50. We are the ones that are starting the most businesses in the United States, and I believe globally. Don't quote me on that. We are starting them up. We were pre-COVID number one at starting up 1,200 businesses a day. Post-COVID, because we're being furloughed, kicked out, pushed out, seen as invisible versus invincible. And so we're doing it ourselves. And so we are producing this event to help you grow and connect live downtown Denver at the Commons on Champa. Now, in June, for those of you that are entrepreneurs, we're going to start something new at Rise Collaborative co-working space. We are inviting you to come out for the morning, spend the day with you, yourself, and you. Okay. And your community. Right. And it's going to be CEO admin days. This is your time to dig into your books. Not the most fun thing to do, but get familiar with your financials. Brainstorm ideas with your fellow community members, all on this morning that we'll do quarterly to start goal set, all of that to get you started on a successful third quarter. So we're going to be doing that at Rise Collaborative Co-working Space, and we'll figure out a way to also be doing that virtually as well. For those of you that are inside of the membership. So lots going on. That's just That's just a piece of it. Am I
And
right?
we always joke, we're like, we're never short on ideas. So
Never short on
stick
ideas.
in this community because ladies, we've got your back. As women in our 40s and 50s, we're going through it with you. And so what we learn, we share, and we invite others along on the ride with us. And so you've come to the right community if you are ready to take life off autopilot and engage and live life in full color. Heck, because you know what? Like, life's too short. So why not?
We only got one live. For heck yeah. Oh, I love when somebody said invincible, not invisible. Absolutely. And if you didn't know, my dog is literally looking at her TV, dog TV. Usually.
Riley.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Are so on the top of my list of things I need to do. Yes, yes. So we'll be doing that. We'll have checklists for you, little workbook for you to use to make sure that you're covering, and also a business audit that we have created ourselves that we do within our company. So that is, oh, I just have to play this one more time. That was.
That cracks me out. I love it. When you guys should have seen us behind the scenes when we were like thinking about this. We were busting ourselves up saying, oh my gosh, we should totally do this like a newscast.
So that's our breaking news. We hit 4,000. Thank you to you. Lupe, do you have anything else to say before 4K all the way? I love that. You know what? Let us make sure, let's do an introduction to our newest employee. And we'll have her on. I'm pretty sure she's watching. I hope she is, because we're going to give her big kudos. Before we go, we want to give a shout out to our newest, really our first full-time employee, and not even employee. I don't even like to say that, team member, Sharon Thomas.
Big heart.
Right, Director of Growth and Strategic Partnerships for Second Act Women. She has already gotten us a really great meeting. If you're not familiar with Stacy London and her company, the State of Menopause out of New York City, we've had 2 great meetings with them for a collaborative partnership potentially with them. With State of Menopause, hence the question about menopause, because we were also curious. And Stacy London is formerly with What Not to Wear. She was the woman with the gray streak that back in the day when we were in our 30s, when you watch her, at least for me, I'd say, why is she wearing that gray? It makes her look old. What was I thinking? What were we all thinking? Gray is beautiful. Like back then in your 30s, you think gray makes you look older. No, it's a beautiful color. And for those of you like Sharon that are rocking it, go on with your bad self, as they say in the 70s. Lupe, what do you want to say about Sharon?
You know what? We're just grateful to have someone of her talents and caliber and invested interest in seeing our community thrive. And for her to kind of step in and now say, hey, I'm going to provide my skills and my support and help you ladies achieve what we know this company is destined to achieve, is just heartwarming to see that we could do that. And I love her to pieces. I mean, she's just a fabulous person, a human, but to now also be working alongside of her, just super grateful for her and her talents and her beautiful spirit.
Super grateful. So, all right. I won't play the intro again, although I get a kick out of it.
Hey, you got kudos for it. Someone said that intro is badass.
You gotta love Canva. I was working Canva while Lupe was working getting the audio. We were working together. I tell you what, we were like 2 kids in the back. Like, this is gonna be so fun.
Amen, girl.
Well, listen, we want to thank you for being here. And we'll probably do this. I know, squirrel moment again. We'll do this from time to time. Just open it up, say hello, and keep the encouragement going on both sides. Correct?
Absolutely. And thank you for celebrating with us at 4K. We hope to be back celebrating 5, 6, 30, 100K soon enough.
That's right. So make it a great little Thursday. See you next time, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.